Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brad. Are you still working from home, Cheryl?
I am.
Fun, fun. Hopefully it doesn't last too much longer.
No, I'll be back in the office on Monday.
Good.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Morning. I heard everybody saying good morning as we walked in, so
Good morning, Commissioner.
howdy. We'll wait a minute or two for Dave.
Great. I love that picture behind you. I have that same one hanging in my office. Washington prayer.
Oh, I thought you meant the one of my daughters.
No, no, no.
You don't have that one hanging in your office, Mark?
I don't, no. That would not be good.
No, that's a good picture. That's why I make sure I sit that way.
That's great. It's a good reminder.
No, we need somebody praying over us right now.
Yeah. Before long, we may all wear our hair that way, tied back in a short ponytail.
Well, I have the benefit because I put my wife through beauty college. She used to,
Oh,
so I can still get my haircuts.
good for you. I was a little different tack. I put my wife through nursing school. I figured that might have a benefit near the end of my life too.
Or if you come down with Corona.
Or if I come down with corona. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. She works in the NICU, so she would not be able to go to work if that happened.
Did anybody text Dave? I know he was planning on being on.
He said he was going to be here.
Maybe he forgot.
I'm calling him right now.
Did you get a hold of him, Cheryl?
Goes straight to voicemail, so I texted him and told him we were waiting for him on the meeting.
All right, well, he sometimes overlooks things on the calendar. So we'll go ahead and start. This is to consider a response on the Biologiq request for reconsideration. This is not a public hearing. We need to notify those of you who are participating. This is a public meeting. That's why you can participate, but we won't take any testimony. What I'm going to do is, I haven't sent this yet to the other commissioners, but I'm going to try to put it on a share screen with a response that I've worked with legal counsel on. And the purpose of this will be to, get approval or disapproval of signing and sending this response. So if I am smart enough to share screen, let's see. Yeah, Chip's computer's on me, but I'll go through this for your benefit, Brian, right now. See if you have any questions on it. Okay. Serves on February 26, 2020, the Bonneville County Commissioners issued an oral decision pronounced in open session regarding Biologiq's application for tax exemption under Idaho Code 63602NN. Biologiq, through its attorney, filed a motion to reconsider with the Bonneville County Commissioner's Office on Friday, April 10th. 44 days later, identified as being filed pursuant to Idaho Code 675246, subsection 4, the Idaho Administrative Procedures Act. Bonneville County is not aware of any adoption of these state regulations as applying to decisions issued by the Bonneville County as it pertains to property tax matters. And then the act does not grant right to review decisions made by counties or cities, but instead state agencies. Instead, redress of property tax exemptions or denial is addressed in Idaho Code 63-511, which specifies that all applications must be presented to the Idaho State Tax Commission via the county audit notice of decision or pronouncement of a decision announced at hearing. In this case, not only was the decision of the commission pronounced in public hearing on February 26th, 2020, 44 days prior, the applicant and his counsel were present for said pronouncement. If a written decision were required, the statute would not have qualified pronouncement as a trigger to start the 30 days. Whether an appeal was timely or appropriately filed would be for the Idaho State Tax Commission to decide. Reconsideration of the commissioner's decision instead appears to be reserved to the Idaho State Tax Commission by a timely appeal. Accordingly, any request for reconsideration must be and hereby is denied. However, said denial is not to be interpreted as a final written decision from the Bonneville County Commissioners, as the Commissioner's decision was clearly pronounced February 26, 2020. This will be dated the 29th of April, 2020, if approved. Any questions, Brian?
No, so that is the first I've seen that or heard or read through that. That it comes straight from Weston then, I assume?
Yes.
So it appears with that the appeal time has passed then, is that correct? I didn't quite understand. So there is still an appeal process, but it's with the State Tax Commission?
State Tax Commission, and it's up to them to determine whether it's timely or not. So,
I have
Okay.
Commissioner Radford on the phone. He can't log in.
okay, well, he hasn't got the benefit of being able to see this.
I don't have any other questions, and without any firsthand knowledge of you know, what Weston is citing here, of course, I wouldn't have the ability to question it at all, or would I have any, you know, reason that I ever would.
Okay,
I
so
don't
what's your will?
guess I'm wondering if Dave's got any comment before I express it.
Well, I've learned quite a while ago that if you don't go by your legal counsel, I guess you better get your own legal counsel. I'm not interested in doing that. I think everybody knows from the minutes that I thought we could do something different, but my motion failed, and on review of the appeal from the applicant, from our legal counsel's perspective, from the meeting I attended, it seems that they missed their time for appeal, but they still have an appeal process possibly with the Board of Tax Appeals, not necessarily the State Tax Commission, but I think it's with the Board of Tax Appeals. This 602NN is so new, I'm not sure there's been very many appeals to the Board of Tax Appeals about this, but anyway, our legal counsel has given us the advice, so that's be my comment.
My internet froze up.
Oh, Brian just walked in here because his internet froze up. So,
Yeah, I heard most of what you said, Dave, but my internet froze as you were concluding.
hey, do we have a motion?
I would make a motion to sign the letter that's been presented of us by our legal counsel.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And for
Are we allowed no participation at all?
to do which?
Are we allowed no participation?
Not-
Am I not allowed to speak?
You're allowed to ask questions, not necessarily about the legal things or the case itself, but about process, how to get copies
Okay.
of the letter, things like that.
If I can inquire this question, then we based our motion for reconsideration on this commission's determination in January of 2012 regarding a motion for reconsideration filed by Tom Lurcher in a case concerning a right-of-way on Highway 70. At that point, this board determined that a motion for reconsideration can be filed pursuant to Idaho Code 675246-4. I would inquire as to why that is not applicable precedent to this case.
And we're not going to take any other testimony. You can bring that up with the tax commission.
That was a question, Mr. Commissioner. It wasn't testimony.
I know, but it's requiring a legal determination, which I'm not going to give. You can contact our legal counsel and go through this with him if you want. So, okay. Thank you, everybody.